for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Griffin. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 40 yards. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. In motion, Hill. From the 29, Griffin. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught
but drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Once again, Griffin. Just keeping the play alive. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Griffin. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Griffin. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the cosign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Ed Oliver. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He completes it over the middle to Michael Irvin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Allen now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Ball again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That's good for the Saints.
Kamara up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Again, it's Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
In motion, Hill. On 2nd and 9, Griffin. That's caught by Irvin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw is RG3. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. And no situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Second and 9. They go play action with Griffin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 down to tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Griffin. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Howie Long drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Cam Chancellor that time, the big hitting safety, who fired in there to blow that play up. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Allen going to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And some room to work. But he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They still can't get it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. Griffin. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Griffin. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right to the air is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 5-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. This is Casper catching it out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 61 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. These two teams all tied after one. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Barkley, inside handoff. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now Rodgers. Got a man Incomplete, Calvin Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers, and he's got it. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On the sneak, Rodgers. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the run. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Allen trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On play action, Allen. Going deep here for Landry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch, made on 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. He's got Casper over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Room here to run. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 37 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. When you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown, Saints! Dave Casper from 3 yards out. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 20. Result is a 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing is Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This a big play from both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. They'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He dumps it off to Barkley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kari Blossengame taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 20-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Throwing is Allen. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he tries
tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident.
And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that could be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.